Hello and welcome to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. I'm your host, Level 1 Slime. Let's continue, shall we? Yes, things are getting interesting, Ryunosuke. The victim's death. Oh gosh. Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burnt his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glasses in a toast. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem report showed no other possible cause of death beside the gunshot. If there's some other way a man's life can be taken without leaving a trace, please do show me. But of course, this country's inferior investigative techniques probably wouldn't pick up on it anyway. Oh man. She's mean. That most captivating and beautiful testimony will go down in Supreme Court's history thanks to you. Oh, thank you. Easy does it. I hope this is the last time I will have to sully my lips with the coarse tones of your unbecoming tongue. Oh, forgive me. I do hope I haven't insulted anyone.
Not at all, not at all. It is a delight merely to hear you speak, dear lady. And it seems very clear from your testimony that this boorish talk of the victim's burn is utterly irrelevant.
I will be speaking to you and your country's Minister of Justice about what has happened here today.
The Minister of Justice?
May that irritating little bully of a student be given the harshest punishment possible. Amen.
Huh?
Thanks? Was that a prayer then? Well, you'll have to forgive the irritation, Miss Brett, and put up with the cross-examination for now.
Oh?
I expect you've noticed that this little bully of a student, as you put it, doesn't miss much. I'm sure I don't need to remind you, counsel, that this will be your final cross-examination in this trial. If you fail to demonstrate any problems with this witness's testimony, I will be ruling on the case immediately. Is that clear? Oh, yeah! Let's do it. Yes, Your Excellency. Then you may proceed with the cross-examination. This time, I think I'm just gonna do everything because I literally chose to press the freaking sentence after the one I needed to. So we'll press everything. Yes, that's the strat. But his hand was on the searing hot plate for at least 3 whole seconds. You can't not have noticed. Do you think so? Let me ask you something. Sorry? Ever since I arrived at this courtroom, and even still now, the fly on those unsightly black trouser of yours has been wide open. What was that reaction? You can't not have noticed, can you?
Uh-huh? What? No! Ha 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 ha! What fun!
You hadn't realized.
The dear lady is absolutely right.
As your friend, you've embarrassed me as well as yourself, Ryunosuke. Why didn't you tell me? Dr. Wilson was a true English gentleman. He chose honorable silence over a vulgar scream. Can your tiny brain imagine such a thing? Can your tiny brains?
Oh yes, I think my tiny brain can.
Ugh.
Well, I can't.
Anyway. Press the next one. Steak, yes, I'm doing it all, baby. As you testified before, you were drinking carbonated water, is that right?
Dr. Wilson was only permitted to drink water at the time, if you remember. Which explains why he ordered that drink. Correct, waiter?
Exactly as you say, sir.
Although...
Whether or not the professor actually drank any of the water when I delivered the steak to the table. I'm afraid I don't remember that. Damn you.
I have enough English to understand that, at least. For the benefit of the others of the court, it means, bless you.
No. I think that means the exact opposite, sir. Anyway. As far as I've heard, the post-mortem... Okay, press. I'm not scared of the press button any longer. Yes, it's written here in the paperwork. Fatal hemorrhage from ballistic trauma.
Yes. Lucky for all of us, a little burn on the wrist isn't gonna kill us. And as there were no other signs of trauma on the victim's body to indicate some other cause of death, it could only have been the bullet from your gun that put an end to this innocent man's life.
But it doesn't make sense. The burn must have happened straight away, when the plate was first brought to the table by the waiter. Yes, that's true. If it had been cooled even slightly, it wouldn't have been able to make a burn like that. And if the victim burnt his wrist on the hot plate as soon as it was brought out from the kitchen, then he must already have been dead at that point.
And yet, the fact is that the victim was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Until you're able to show the court evidence to disprove that, this is a complete waste of time.
I concur. Prosecutor Aouchi's right.
Hehehe.
Next one, baby. Let's go. Oh, shoot. Back up. Press. Without leaving a trace.
If someone is shot, or strangled, or stabbed, or thrown from a height, however a person's life is taken, there are already telltale traces on the body. Quite right, dear lady. And as our police force has thoroughly examined the body of the deceased, there can be no doubt. Isn't that right, Inspector Hosanaga?
As I've said, I've always aimed for a flawless investigation. There would be physical traces with all those causes of death, that's true. But maybe there's some other way of killing someone that doesn't leave a mark. Oh, poison?
If, heaven forbid, you doubt me, young man, you're going to have to tell everyone how exactly you think the professor did lose his life. Oh, is it this one? Otherwise, I'm afraid your argument falls rather flat, doesn't it? Oh no, perish the thought, calling such a sweet young lady's innocence into question. On my honor, I, Takatsuchi Aouchi, will cut down any who dare cast such aspirations. Aspersions.
A way of killing someone that leaves no trace. We need some evidence to back us up here.
Yes, evidence.
Oh. To look at the evidence, I guess.
But first, let us do it all, yes.
Inferior? What do you mean by that?
In the lands of the Great British Empire, the police store everything found at a crime scene for later examination. But in this country, you investigate once, and that's the end of it. Isn't that so? Ha ha ha! Quite right. Le Carnival is open for business as usual today, just after the incident.
Should you be proud?
Exactly. Which means that even if the... Oh. What the fudge? Which means that even if the investigation takes a different direction, vital evidence may be lost. What the heck was that? It doesn't even occur to your naive detectives to try to preserve the crime scene. Nope, nothing. I'm trying to be as tactful about this as I can. You understand. Haha, a killer blow. The lady's is as formidable as she is beautiful.
Amazing. He's actually admitting our police may be flawed. Perhaps Prosecutor Aouchi is finally starting to see sense.
Interesting.
I very much doubt that. Still, there's something about what Miss Brett just said. There was a moment before when something didn't seem quite right. Yeah, it's him coughing. What do you think, Rinosuke? I think it's going terribly. No matter how much I press her, I'm not turning up any new information. Yes, as I suspected, she's a tough witness. We need to find a way to break her testimony, or the cross-examination will be over. But that would mean I have to find a way. There must be some clue somewhere to help us find a chink in her armor. Kazuma. What, Rinosuke? I need you to jump into her clothes. Sorry. There is one thing I noticed. Something that's been bothering me. Bothering you? You mean about Miss Brett? Actually, no. About the person standing next to her. Mr. Brett, Inspector Hosonaga. The detective? Yes. He seemed to react a little strangely to Miss Brett's last statement, and he's bleeding from the mouth. I was wondering if it might be significant. If it might present an opening, maybe. But I mean, are there always gonna be like 2 people on a stand? Alright, I have an idea. Try pressing her on that last statement one more time. If you think so, but this time, instead of targeting the woman herself, let's see what we can get out of the detective. Alright then. I wonder what Cosmo's thinking. I'll find out soon enough, I suppose, once I press Miss Brett on her last statement again. Okay. Game told me what to do. And I do. I don't question. Press, baby, press. Blah, 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 blah. There it goes. Okay. This is what I'm assuming. Now what, now what, now what, now what? Okay, next. Oh, okay. Yes, there it is again. The detective's reaction is just the same as before. Why? Probably a game mechanic, Ryunosuke. Up until now, the detective has been in the stand with Miss Brett as her interpreter. But things are very different now. For this testimony, the detective is just listening to what the Englishwoman has to say. This could be a golden opportunity. What do you mean? Ooh. When people are actually testifying, they're usually very careful not to let anything slip. However, when they're listening to someone else speak, you'll find they often let their guard down. You're right. Look at him. He's lost in his own thoughts. Poker face. It's time to pursue the man and his train of thought. Sorry? Pursue? I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It's all to do with a witness marker. What marker? At the moment, we are focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement. I'm just literally gonna look left or right. But by moving the marker left and right with A and D, you can turn your attention to other people in the stand. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with space button. If you catch the person at just the right time, you might uncover some new information to pursue. If you ever notice a strange atmosphere amongst the people in the stand, take a good look around. Alright then, so first I should move the marker across with A and D to focus on the detective and focus on the detective. Then pursue him with space buttons, see what's on his mind. Here we go! Exactly, which means that even if it's an investigation... Okay, there we go. And D button, D button. Go, 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 go. Oh, there you go. And then space. Toto. Yeah? What the? Oh. What is the meaning of these? I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to shock you. He really was lost in his own thoughts deeply. It looked like you were thinking something just now, Inspector. Perhaps having heard what the lady next to you had to say. If there's something you'd like to say, please share it with the court.
What is the meaning of this? It's the delightful Englishwoman who's testifying at the moment. If you can't find fault with their testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not.
Huh?
The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness, I suppose.
Yeah, what my big bro said. Not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case.
Inspector Hosonaga? Yes? Do you have something to add in relation to the statement just made by Ms. Brett? Well, yes, if you don't mind, I would like to speak.
Oh?
The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless. I see. What do you really mean by that? I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch. Nice. I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. Good on you, boy.
Yeah, I don't care if they called me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done.
You're my kind of guy, Hosonaga. A crime scene thief. Well, looks like the lady's remarks touch a nerve there. Take this, for example. What? Is that? This is a bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, it's lost all of its fizz, having been open 3 days now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. Yes, there's some left in the bottle. I can see it. One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it. But I will not be there to see it because I'm coughing blood. I can't say I condone the witness's actions, but I do understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence. The carbonated water bottle has been entered into the court record. Miss Bryant, can you confirm this is indeed the bottle from which you drank on the day of the victim's death? Yes, it was that bottle. What was that about? She seemed to avert her eyes when she answered the judge's question. Very well, counsel, you may resume the cross-examination. We turned on the music, it's time to get things done. And the inspector will kindly control his fervor. Wait, so what did that exactly do? Oh, did I get something? Is that it? Oh, I did. Let's take a look at it, yeah? Carbonated water, the victim shared it was on the victim's table. Oh, okay. Yes, nothing here, nothing here. Is there anything on the other side? Can we open the bottle? Can we look inside? Oh. Okay, gotcha. So, I suppose nothing's important because there would be a little... Maybe. Is it a glass half empty or half full? Oh! Okay. I guess it didn't need a little thingy. So this carbonated water is the last drink Dr. Wilson ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much, I'm absolutely parched. Don't drink it. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. No, Rinosuke, you can't do that. For one thing, that's evidence. You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be inside, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Rinosuke. In more ways than one. What does that mean? I wonder. Could there be anything inside this water? Oh, poison. What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. Oh, okay. Supposing so. Can I do something right now? Nothing. Okay. What about if I do the label? The label is written in a foreign language that I don't recognize. Do you know what it says, Kazuma? I think it's French. This must be very expensive water. Yes, but what does it say? That's what I'm asking. It's probably La Croix. Then go to France and ask. You could just say that you don't know. You're mean. But that's okay. That's why I love you. Okay, so what is the... Oh, I see. Okay, if there's some other way... Oh, alright. I'm gonna present it here. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Let's present, sir. Present. I hope that was right. Oh, it was. Yeah. What is this? The bottle of water? Actually, there's one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Poison. Ooh, yep. Got you. Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Dang. You don't gotta say it like that, though. That's scary. Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank... See, yeah. So, I'm thinking that he got poisoned. I don't know why he was sitting in front of the stake when it was hers. Unless she moved the body. Okay, well, I guess they'll explain it. That's kind of the only thing that doesn't make sense to me. On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was poison inside? Yeah. Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? Or more like a long swig? Order. Yeah. And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? Could have been the Hosanaga, too. There's only one person who could possibly have done it. Giselle Brett, it was you.
This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. You little rookie imbecile! Have you even considered the delicate situation our country finds itself in now? Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusation could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Oof. This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
What?
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We're here to determine the truth. If I may,
I will silence you forever in this disgrace.
Oh.
It is you who should be silent. Oh, of course. Dear lady.
Dear lady. Where did that come from? She just snapped.
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies.
I'm sorry, my lady. To what are you referring?
I described your police force as inferior, but no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
Did you check? Of course. Ah, you did? Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? Shall I show you my feast of justice? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it. So there isn't poison in the bottle. Fudge. Naturally, we tested the bottle, the inside of the bottle and its contents. And what did you find, Inspector? I ordered tests for every toxin that's available in this country at the present time. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of carbonated water, Your Excellency. What? Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself. No. No! Dang, are you serious? So it wasn't poison? Oh, unless she switched it out. I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you.
But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
You simpleton, Naochi. I was so sure. That can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Yeah, I got no ideas. Thank you, counsel. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Oh my gosh. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit. I'm done for. No, you're not, son. The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Ms. Bryant.
Oh no, I'm just glad this matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. For the defense? Did I say that right? Who cares? Do you have any further new evidence to present this court at the time? I don't think I do. All right. Kazuma? I have nothing. I'm sorry, Ryunosuke. I have nothing more.
Well, if you'll excuse me now, I really must be leaving.
I could give her a Valley Girl accent. Oh. What? What? Eh?
Please, wait.
Oh. Isn't that... What's the meaning of this?
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, judicial...
Oh, maybe I could give her a...
Susato Mikotoba, judicial assistant to the defense.
Mikotoba? His daughter? Granddaughter? Daughter? In my darkest hour, with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package, wrapped in a furoshiki cloth. no. Well, I guess we're gonna call it here. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Thank you for watching.